Let's go. You know what we gotta do. You know what we gotta do. My battery's low, though. What a great way to start a stream. Just low battery. Ain't a big deal. Oh, we're playing online. We're playing online. Let me get a charger here for my controller. And then we're getting into it. We are getting into it. There we go. Can't be having your controller go out. That's for sure. All right. We're going to go new game. I have too many profiles, I see. We got to delete some. We already created a Burdell, but we're starting a new one. Starting a new one.
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yarnum is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel.
Little suspicious. Little suspicious.
Like yourself to begin. Easy, with a bit of Yarnum blood of your own. First,
Actually, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. This is going to be a problem. This whole transfusion thing. Hope it doesn't go incredibly poorly. All right. We're just Burdell. We're just going to be Burdell. We know it's George P. Burdell. Let's go mature, origin, waste of skin, of course, as always. Appearance. We'll go, you know, I think he's a little burly. Your mom is suspicious. She is a little suspicious. I think he's slim, man. I think George B. Burdell's a slim guy. Here we can, yeah. This guy looks good. I like this. All right, all of this looks good. Let's go. This is the best game of all time, by the way, TriStar. If you didn't know. You never played Bloodborne. What are you doing with your life? You need to correct it. Boy, it sure would make a lot of sense if they remade this game. I mean, they've remade Last of Us 40 times now. We can't get a Bloodborne remake, but that's cool.
now, let's begin the transfusion.
Play a real game like NASCAR 98? Yeah, you're right. Or what am I doing, dude?
You may think it all
NASCAR 98's in every top 10 game of all time list that's ever. Remember, Watch Mojo did a whole top 10 video games that had NASCAR 98 on there. All right, come on, let's do what we do. We ain't got time to be messing around tonight. Let's sure hope this doesn't go sideways on us and we're not locked into a dream for, I don't know, many hours. That's not good. That's not good. We have a werewolf here coming out of a pool of blood. I think that's bad, Clan. Okay, this then seems like we're about to take a big L here. Yeah, they don't seem to like fire too much. All right, cool. Enough of that. It's going to take some getting used to 30 frames a second, which Bloodborne is locked at. All right. Got to remember the control. It's been a long time since I played Bloodborne. How do I scratch my ass? Okay. So I remember how to scratch my ass. All right, we're good. We're ready to go now. Road Rash actually was a fun game. I remember that. That came out on N64. I don't know if the specific one you're talking about came out on N64, but... Alright, guys. The point to all the Souls games is you roll. You roll. See if we can avoid dying. You're supposed to die to this guy. See if we can avoid it. Missed me, buddy. And we just hug his hip here. Alright, we took some damage. Took a little damage there. We can get a little back. Oh, we should be. Oh, crap. Strike one. See if we can get... I mean, we just played Dark Souls. We should be in the mood for this. Oh, shit. Now we're stuck. Yeah, we're probably gonna die. I can't see. Alright, that's cool. We were supposed to die, guys. We were supposed to die. Always supposed to die. Isn't this fun when you play games that you're intended to just die right off the cut? That's why I love these games. I also love this game because there's very long loading screens. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball? You mean Jerking Off at Home Simulator 2005? Son, you've been in your room for a while with the door locked. I'm playing Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Leave me alone. God! I just have a few minutes to play the Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball? Here's a doll that guy definitely fucks up here. I'll show him to you. We're just going to go with the Saw Cleaver. Saw Cleaver's pretty good. We'll go with, I guess we'll go with the Blunderbuss. Alright, yeah, we can leave notes. Okay, you can leave some notes if you'd like. Oh, we can't even go in there. We can't even show you the guy. Basically, there's an old guy up there that, he likes a lady named Lady Maria, and then he made this doll to look like her, and he definitely has sex with the doll and offers her to you. Also, someone did the measurements, like took known lengths, and this girl's about 7 feet tall. So he likes them tall. Yeah, he likes them tall. I could probably get down with a 7 foot tall chick. I think that'd be good. Probably good if we equip the things we just got. Yeah, that would be good. All right. More to love. Go ahead and take care of this idiot. Also, I think healing items that don't, like, regenerate upon death are dumb. This is my favorite game of all time. It would be better if I didn't have to fight a hard boss, run through all my vials, and then go through this area 20 times to farm blood vials. Just saying. I also think this is the best area, the best starting area of any video game is Central Yarnum here. I mean, it's fantastic. I don't think there's anything back here to get. I could be wrong. No. There's definitely some down here, though. Oh, yeah. George B. Purdell. He has died one time. We should have a death counter, shouldn't we? I think I do have a death counter. So we've died one time. One death so far. You want the bloodiest, goriest? I think there's a game named Manhunt that literally got banned. If you have never played, if like someone asked me, I've never played a Souls game or a Souls-like, what should I start with? I would tell them Bloodborne. No shields. Shields are for pussies. And it's not fun to go through an entire game turtling behind a shield, which is what most people do if they start with one of the Dark Souls games. It's not fun. Be aggressive. Two-hand your shit. Alright, there's a pretty big werewolf screaming at us. It's not a big deal. Go ahead and light our lantern here. Talk to this crazy idiot. He's definitely not going to turn into a werewolf later and try to attack us. That's your strat to cranking it? As well as Touchdown Tim's. Alright, there's some tricksters down here, class. There's some people hiding right over here over our right shoulder. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. You could definitely jump down there. We're not gonna. We're just gonna keep rolling. What should be our goal to get through tonight? What was your tech question? Is engineering the only thing at tech? No. It's the only thing worth doing, though. I'll tell you that. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Easy, dude. Leave my torso alone. Strike one, idiot. Go ahead and unlock this. I think at least getting to the old blind guy should be the goal. There's really no point in killing this guy at this point in the game. He has a small chance of dropping... oh, we got the parry and I didn't even follow it up. He has a small chance of dropping a blood gem. Ow. This is why it's not a good idea to fight this guy early. But we're gonna do it. That's what you get. And that's what you get, sir. And you're dead. Alright, we get some blood vials. That was pretty much totally and completely pointless, but we had to strut on them. Do engineers build engines? What? No, they don't build engines. They design them, though. And then they let someone else build it. I'm sure there are engineers that build engines. Get a few cocktails in here. We also started as waste of skin, so I think we have the lowest stats you can have. There's a trickster up here, just sneaking about, unassumingly. Shards are the equivalent of Titanite in the other games. I tell you what, at some point I gotta play through Elden Ring. I've played some of Elden, I've never completed Elden Ring. A little bit of a gank coming up here. Oh, we're taking some damage. Trading some damage. Oh. Alright, we about died. It's not a big deal. We about died, though. Chill, dude. Just chill for a second. What is an engineer? I don't understand this line of questioning. Alright, let's clear all these idiots out. Guns are bad. Alright, come on. Come on. Let's take this guy out. That way we can take a little breather. Oh, that dog is a problem too. Hold on. They're very quick. They tend to fuck your shit up. Anytime you see a dog in a Souls game, you know you're in for a bad time. Easy, dude. Are you not entertained? All right. Yeah, we should at least want to get to Father Gascoigne. Maybe Bloodstarved Beast before we have to go to bed because we have to work. Look it up, dude. Look up what an engineer does. I can tell you what I do. I'm just a badass. That's what I do. All right. There's a shortcut here. I'm not going to take it. All right. A little crow action. We'll see if I don't think I've ever died to Father Gascoigne, and I think he's the one that's made the most people rage quit this game. Idiot. Easy. Jeez. Alright, we're going to want the torch. Alright, so let's equip the torch and move about our business. Oh man, I'm fading quick. I gotta stay in the pocket here though. I just really wanted to play Bloodborne. It's Halloween. Eat. Chill. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. There's a guy with a gun over there. Lock in. Lock in. Can I hit him through the barrier? I can. Alright, we're good. I forgot I'm a god at this game. Never mind. We're totally fine. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. We'll go this way. Let's go this way, I think. Get some pebbles. I bet I've played this game more than any game that I have. We'll go get a new outfit. Not a big deal. I just know where everything is. Dude, it's got to be more than 2,000 that I've played this game. I mean, it's not in Steam, so it doesn't track it, but... Okay, enough. Thank you. I think some of these also have a chance of dropping shards. I mean, like, I've ran the Chalice dungeons I don't know how many times, which are like procedurally generated random dungeons. Not all of them, but I mean, I've platinumed the game. I've probably platinumed the game twice over at a minimum. Come on with it then. Come on with it then. You want some more? You want some more? Thought you did. Yeah, I thought you did. Here you go. You can keep that. Yeah, you can keep that. All right. Not a big deal. Just owning the game's soul here. I don't think there's any point to going back here either, though. I don't think there's anything back there. Guess you can get a few extra blood echoes. Yeah, there's no point. I'm going this way. Oh, crap. I forgot he was back there. Oh, crap. He's pissed, okay? He's pissed. We took a hit. It's fine. We'll get that back. Aggression. Aggression! Intensified beef products. That's what that is. Alright, let's change our get up here. Alright, let's go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Enough. I need more stamina. Oh, shit. Oh, ooh, ooh. That's what you don't want. Let's do the thing where we don't get smacked 20 times consecutively. Playing like a Florida State fan. Easy, easy. I'm being too greedy. I'm being too greedy, but, I mean, we don't have that long. How many games did you own for PS4? I mean, not that many. I mean, most of the games I own on Steam, but, you know. For some reason, if you could just get Bloodborne on PC, it would be just an easy, I don't know, 20, 30 million. Easy. I mean, they already release other PlayStation exclusives on Steam, like Horizon. I don't know why they can't do it to the game that people like the most, which is Bloodborne. I mean, Sekiro's on PC. Sekiro's on PC. Enough. All right, just smack to win. That's all we have to do. Smack to win. Oh, he's not dead. He weren't dead. All right, don't think I don't see you tricksters up there, because I do. All right, I feel like, I think this guy can one-shot you. We're gonna sprint. Yeah, we'll just take that out of the equation and shove our hand right up his ass. Not a big deal. It's just what we do. And we'll do it again. Right up the old rectum there. In fact, maybe we'll just fight Gascoigne first. Yeah, I think we'll just fight Father Gascoigne first. But we'll loop back around. Longest ladder in any video game. No, there's a longer one in this game, actually. You know what I mean? Easy, easy, easy there, Hoss. Try that again. Why don't you try that one more again on me? That's what I thought. Push you right off the edge here. Alright. Go unlock the shortcut here. Did that kill all of them? Sweet. I'll take it. That's where we just came from, by the way. There's all the bodies that lay in our wake. And the badass shit we just did. What's going on? Alright, let's make our way back around here, class. If one wasn't enough for you, you got two of these assholes up here. I'm a parry god. Go ahead. See what happens. See what happens when you do that to me. That's what you get. Every time. Done. Okay. Go get an item. And we'll keep rolling. Open this shortcut. Have this sneaky little bastard. All right. We almost made our way all the way back around. And there you go. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. You just make a little loop. We got some more stuff to do. Light the room up. Alright. You know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and fight Cleric. We'll go ahead and fight Cleric Beast. I think that'll work. Come on then. Come on then. What you going to do? We will equip some Molotovs. We shouldn't need it. I mean, it is the first boss. But hey, just in case we get in a little trouble, do that. Do an oil urn. The DLC version of this boss is quite hard. No. YOLO. All right, come on over here, sir. Ooh. Yeah, don't die immediately like an idiot. Oh, shit. That was not good. All right, come on then. Come on then. See? Got a little limb damage going on. Stop moving so I can hit you. Oh, no. Okay. We're still good. Never mind. That's 3 strikes right there. Huh. All right, all right. Enough. Stop. All right, now you're bleeding a little worse. Oh, we got hit. Got hit with that one. A little embarrassing. He keeps backing against the wall where I can't get to him safely. All right, come over here in the open, buddy. How about that? Maybe a little lucky not to get caught in that. He's doing a good job at making space for himself. Go ahead. Oh, now you're all messed up. Now we're getting a visceral on you. Not a big deal. Ooh. Got caught. We got caught. Got caught again. Stick to that booty, though. Smack that booty for the win. Prey slaughtered. Not a big deal. Just killing bosses. All right. Guess we'll go do some leveling. What we should do strength. I always do dex. We'll go strength. Let's be beefy.
Hello, and Ep1. Very well.
Yeah, let's get a little strength. Actually, let's go look at if I want to keep running the claw. If I want to keep doing this weapon. Oh, we should have chose Hunter's Axe. That's what we should have chose as our starting weapon. Yeah, we'll go with here. And then we'll have this as our alternate weapon. Do we have enough shards to level our weapon up at all? We do. Not near enough.
Welcome to the Hunter's Dream. This will be your home. For now, I am Gammon.
Forget your name, buddy?
You're sure to be in a fight. Just go out and kill it. You know. This was once a workshop. You're welcome, even the doll.
There you go. He wants you to screw the doll. You got to worry about that, buddy. We was going to do that without your permission. Yeah, we was going to do that without your permission.
Welcome. What is very well.
All right. Let's dump some strength. Let's be strong. What's going on, Coffee?
Farewell, good hunter. May you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Let's go kill Father Gascoigne. I think that's the goal. We'll kill Father Gascoigne and get out of here. I don't think I've ever lost to Father Gascoigne, and I'm very proud of that. Yeah. Pretty sure old Father Gascoigne is 0 against old Wreck. Now we got the range, baby. In fact, I don't think I've run the axe since my very first playthrough of this game. What are you backing up for? You want the crows? We'll take care of the crows. Worry you not. Oh, now you're backing up, huh? All right. See? You missed. And you missed again. Taking a minute while I'm at work, taking up stream, not going to miss my dude playing probably the best game ever made. It is the best game ever made. Without a doubt. I mean, it's arguable, obviously, but I mean, I think it has the best combat. The trick weapons are pretty top tier. Trick weapons are pretty S tier. You could argue Sekiro. I gotta go back and play Sekiro a few more times, but Sekiro actually might have the best combat of any game. And that they're not assholes and just you know how easily they could monetize the ever-loving fuck out of this? Like in this game with blood gems. Roll for blood gems. That's all they'd have to do. You go to open a crate, it's a loot box. It would be easy as day. And they don't do it. Chill. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. I mean, shit. Shadow of Mordor did it. They put... So, Shadow of Mordor, one of the software engineers died. And they had like a special orc encounter or something that they put behind a paywall for a dead guy. It was named after the guy that passed. That's all kinds of messed up. Now, they ended up backtracking it, but it's like... They will literally monetize someone's death. They did it with Madden. There's nothing too slimy. By the way, EA is being bought by some Saudi company, so that's nice. So, you know, I'm sure that that's going to end well with how things are monetized. All right. Sekiro is the bane of my existence. Well, it's like everyone says. Once the combat of Sekiro clicks, it becomes incredibly fun. Don't shoot me. Oh, don't die. Don't die yet. The Nemesis system is goated in Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, but then they screwed it up. They screwed it up in Shadow of War. By trying to monetize the fuck out of it. It makes me think of American Gangster when he talks to Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character because he's cutting, you know, blue magic or whatever his heroin is. He's cutting it down to dilute it. And he's like, it's fine how it is, man. You don't have to change it. Like, It's perfect like it is. Stop being a greedy asshole. And he has... Oh, no! Oh, man, that was close. I didn't even see that guy. I did not even see that guy. Yeah, and now that's dead. They also like patented that Nemesis system, which I don't know how you can patent a concept. You know, like how do you patent a concept? Nintendo tried to patent mounts. Like any game where you have a mount, that's too close to Pokemon, so we're gonna patent that. That's fucking crazy. What? No. Any game where something changes form, it's too close to Pokemon. So, can't do it. Or we'll sue you. Also, if you just try and have fun and have Super Smash Brothers tournaments, we'll sue you because you've modded the game. We need to bring back the free software movement, which is misunderstood. As it's not like you getting the software for free, but if I buy the program, I should be able to modify it and change it in any way I see fit. Same way as if I buy a car, I can change it to do with whatever the hell I please do with it. Not if it's software somehow though. Can't do that. Oh, we missed an encounter. We got to see the crow. We definitely don't want to miss that. Oh, shit. We got to go back up. And even the ownership of your vehicle has become suspect. Yeah, we get to report any data we collect because we say so. We don't need your permission. We can just do it. AI is the next thing, all this AI-generated stuff. First of all, I guarantee you at least 80% of everything on YouTube is AI-generated. I also bet you about 60 to 70% of all comments are AI-generated. I mean, the majority of the internet is now AI-generated. And then you have to train the AI on something. Which they don't have to own. You have to opt out of them training their AI on you. I'll immediately downvote and move on you. Now, there's a place for it. I think there's a good application of AI. But that every other short that is recommended to me is Martin Luther King Jr. cutting a 15-second WWE promo is retarded. We need to make AI rec. I should try it. But I mean, it's a copyright issue. Like, what? You know, I'm nobody, but what would prevent somebody on my main channel from just making rec talk videos and AI generate me? You know, my voice to say whatever. I would have no say so in that. And if you're a big IP holder, it's even more of an issue. I mean, it's not like no one's gonna do that to me, but I mean, hell, if you're related to Martin Luther King, you might not want, you know, you might not want your dad or granddad to be cutting WWE promos. Trying to make solutions with AI. Do it, man. Yeah, it's gotten out of control. And I don't think there's any getting that genie back in the bottle. Companies have abused. I just read an article where Deloitte is being sued. Deloitte, a huge financial firm that was doing some audit, something like that. Like they were doing an audit for the Australian government. and they were paid $400,000, something like that, to do this audit. And they used AI to do the audit. And so I guess the Australian government, I think it was Australia, was like, hey, we noticed some of these things are just flat out wrong. There's no way this could be true. And then basically deduced, oh, you used AI to do this audit and didn't tell us that. Obviously, we wouldn't have hired you had we known you were just going to have AI do this audit. And there's going to be a massive crash because of this. And then it's like, oh, well, you know what, guys? We've got to bail out these AI companies. We've got to. There's no other way. It's the only way. Yeah, we got to have the government bail them out, even though they're, you know, they are all companies with hundreds of billions of dollars. Like, I don't know, Nvidia, who could give a shit less about anyone buying their graphics cards anymore. The consultant did it without telling Deloitte too. That's a good firm. That's my theory. That's probably what Deloitte's defense would be. Oh, we did a rogue agent. Nothing to see here. Yeah, we didn't know. He didn't tell us. That's always the thing. You got to find a scapegoat. Like the housing crash in '08. Only one person went to jail out of all that. And then we were told, guys, no one could have seen this coming. Except for the guy that they made a whole movie about and a bunch of other guys and the banks that eventually shorted their own shit. That should be illegal, by the way. I mean, it probably is already illegal, but, well, you know, whatever. The one thing about Tech Bubble, though, we're high on it because there's something that's right about it, but we just don't know what. Well, the thing that's always right in the tech bubbles is some military application. That's usually what's right about it. And that's certainly what a good bit of AI is being used for. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in real quick. And let's go try not to die to Father Gascoigne. Oh, we didn't even talk to his daughter, but whatever. Yeah, this guy's ultra aggressive. This is the guy that if you don't figure out the combat system in Bloodborne, you're hosed. I'm kind of parry farming him. You just gonna spam your gun, buddy? I'll just keep dodging. We got the parry, but he still hits. Alright, come on, man. Let's just go mano-y-mano. Oh, got us locked in a corner. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what you do, buddy. Easy. Oh shit. There we go. Finally got one. Got another one. Oh, we're stringing them together, baby. Yeah. Let's get as much damage before he transforms. Jeez, with this gun. Oh, okay. Ah, crap. Easy. You just strafe to the left. That's all you have to do. Strafe to left and punish. Don't die getting greedy in the last second. All right. We will continue our undefeated streak against Father Gascoigne. I've never lost to him. Not even once. So that was our minimum goal. Let's see how far we go. But yeah, I mean, all this stuff's a bunch of bullshit. And it's always you and me that ends up paying for it in some way. Like the housing crisis. Oh yeah, we got to bail out Bank of America and Citigroup and all these guys. Why? They're the one. Who bails me out when I'm down at the blackjack table? Nobody. Not a soul. No one cares. And these guys did way worse than I did. I didn't crash the world economy at the blackjack table. They did. I'm just trying to avoid getting laid off next year. Well, I think you're good, man, because a lot of these applications that AI has been used for is now, it's like, oh yeah, it just makes 10% of this shit up. So we actually have to go back and check all this now. But I mean, that shit's been going on forever. Like the previous company I worked for, I still keep up with some of those guys, and just on a whim, the CEO was like, hey, let's just lay off an entire department that supports software that is currently in use. Hey, do we need to come up with any kind of transition plan? I mean, a lot of these guys have been here. Some of them have been there for 30 plus years. No, I need a new yacht, so we're going to fire all of them. And they did. And look, it's a small world, so then I go talk to people on the customer serving side of them, and they're like, yeah, they totally screwed us. They did the bare minimum to uphold their contractual obligation, you know, quality be damned. Company ain't doing well, and there's no sign of a turnaround. I work for a large multi-state hospital, and membership is down, and we cannot seem to reverse the trend, just survive. Man, if hospitals are doing bad, that's not a good sign for the... Well, look, the economy's fucked. Let's just be honest about that. Round of layoffs last week. Well, I'm pulling for you, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're about to see a massive recession come, though. Massive. I mean, just because I know what's going on is not sustainable at all. The economy is fucked when you're losing money with 15 million members. Yeah. Well, and it's just like, you know, like setting politics aside, how much are you spending on like if you are a family with 2 kids, how much are you spending on groceries? What's your car note? What's your mortgage? You know, it's probably more than you're bringing in, or you're barely breaking even. You're living paycheck to paycheck. So you're not saving anything. And for most people, I'm sure that they're using credit to supplement all how expensive everything's gotten. And then eventually that they're going to exhaust every line of credit. And then there's going to be a massive crunch. And then your fearless leaders are going to tell you, we have the solution. We will save you. And the best thing we can do to help you is to help those well above you. That's the best thing we can do, guys. We're going to help those in a much better position than you. And then that, I don't know, will trickle down in some way to you. It's nuts, the stats on who's living paycheck. Oh, it's over 70%. It's probably now over 80%. And you're just being told, bow, monkey. You need to appreciate things. You know, and then your grandparents and parents will tell you, well, hell, I mean, I owned a house when I was 16 years old. Yeah, it cost as much as this game I'm playing. What are you talking about? To buy a house right now, you better be in Georgia. I can only speak for Georgia. You better be sitting on $60,000 in the bank to put a down payment on a house. I mean, it is not realistic for probably 90% of the population to buy a house right now in an area like Georgia. Now, if you want to go live where they don't even provide internet there anymore, or they never did, sure. If you want to go live in I don't know, Wyoming, yeah, you can probably find something affordable. Good luck finding a job, though. Well, we can work remote. No, you can't, actually, because they don't have any internet worth of shit up there. So it's going to get bad. I bought my house in 2016, and me getting off my ass and doing that is the best financial decision of my life, besides a 401k. Yeah, so you got in before the housing market got cooked during the pandemic. Honestly, if I could run things back, I would not have just given the house flat outright in my divorce. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I just wanted to get that over with and get on with my life. But which was probably the right call. Yeah, your house is up 70%. That's crazy, by the way. I'm happy for you, but that should not be the case. Because here's the thing. The housing market is way more cooked than it was in 07. I mean, way more, like more than double what it was in 07. Are people making double what they did in 07 adjusted for inflation? No, not even close. Now, part of that problem is, and I think there's now a lawsuit that's been filed, was it Blackreach or something? One of these huge commercial real estate companies that just go in and buy all the real estate. Like, I think there's something like 32,000 homes in the metro owned by, like, investment corporations. I think that should be illegal because it's not in the interest of the majority of the people. You should limit what they can buy to some degree, or I guess you just have to accept, yeah, I mean, you're just not going to be able to buy a house. Now, if the housing market does turn again and they all lose their asses, I will laugh my ass off. Oh, you're sitting on $1 billion in real estate that just tanked? Oh man, that's awful. I hate to hear that for you, buddy.
Take this. There must go.
And that's the real tragedy, is like we're all bickering amongst each other about red tie, blue tie. It doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't. All those guys play for the same team at the end of the day, and they're all fucking the same guy, and that's you. But we're different. I don't think there's any world where these crooked bastards fix the system. No. I mean, no. No. The people in power are not going to relinquish their power or change the system to where they can't benefit in the same way that they are now. I mean, it's like, who was the account that tracked Nancy Pelosi's investments? And she outperformed every single, like, hedge fund managed whatever by a large margin. And they ask her about it, and she's like, you know, that's just how it is. Just lucky, I guess. Like, okay, you're a better investor than Warren Buffett, and you're a politician? How and like, look, there's a plethora of examples of that. But how does that not end in you going to jail? If I steal $20 out of the cash register, I go to jail. These guys fleece you for millions and billions, and they get, like, commendations. This is what I've learned about getting older. You just become... you just naturally become a little jaded. Like, when we went... Me and whoever went to North Carolina last year. And it was just me and this tech student. You know, he's still a student. I think he's in like his sophomore year. And maybe I shouldn't have cracked the veil for someone quite so young. But I kind of introduced him to the real world. And I was just like, look, dude. Whatever job you end up working, you're going to have to decide what level of ethical fuckery you're okay with. You're going to have to draw that line somewhere. It's different for everybody, but it's not completely ethical anywhere you go, as far as whatever company you're working for. And he just looked at me like, what are you talking about? He'll learn. He'll learn. When you start running the math on, you know, whatever project you're working and you're like, this isn't mathing. Like, why is my margin less than it should be? Like, I've calculated every dollar. And you go talk to, you know, your supervisor. He brings in his boss. He's like, yeah, you know, the vice president, he really needs this other project to do well because he really went out on a limb for it. So we dumped a lot of that cost onto your project without telling you. And all we need to know is how you're going to make your project profitable despite that. You're like, this isn't fair. This is total bullshit. And then you realize if you vocalize that, you're going to have a target on your back. So, again, you got to decide what you're okay with dealing with. I decided I wasn't okay with any of it. And I said, I don't want to be in leadership no more. Period. Just stick me in a dungeon somewhere and I'll engineer power lines, whatever the hell I do. Just leave me alone. I don't want to answer for any of it. You can answer for it. And it's not like I'm some bastion of morality. Really more it's selfish and just that, like, I cannot be in a position to where I don't ever have all the, or information is withheld from me. Like, I'll do some sideways shit, but let me in on it at least. How am I supposed to help you in your tomfoolery if you don't even make me aware of it? Just got out of some Nepo, too. That was good. I don't want to get promoted out of an IC role ever again. I didn't have the mental illness to work 12 hours a day and squeeze the living shit out of my team to get numbers I need out of them. Dude, let me tell you something. You're talking to someone who knows about that rat race. Oh, and how is it always presented to you? This is the fucking conniving part of it. Hey, man, we're not saying you got to. Okay, let's just make that clear. I mean, we want you to have a work-life balance, you know. But we gotta get this delivered by X date, or we've got to hit this number, though. I mean, I'm just telling you that. Want you to have a individual contributor, okay? We want you to have a work-life balance, but also I'm telling you we got to get this done. All right? So, you know, figure it out. And then you go out of your way you fucking just give your life away and you do what you feel is required of you. And they're like, oh man, appreciate it. Man, I mean, you're really going places. Then you learn the guy you did that for took all the credit and motherfucked you behind your back. I'll tell you this story, okay? I went through some shit, and I had to take. Oh, we're playing Bloodborne, man. I had to take a pay cut, due to some, I mean, like Game of Thrones level bullshit, coups, going somewhere else. Ripping client, blah, 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 blah. And so I let some time pass. And I'm like, hey, well, it wasn't even me that reached out. It was like, hey, man, are you doing okay? I was like, no, I'm not doing okay. This is fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I don't see you sons of bitches taking pay cuts. Oh, man, I'm going to talk to the guy. It's going to be all great. Going to get you set up, man. In fact, I'd already talked to him about that. Going to get you a raise, man. I was like, sweet, cool. If you just get me back to where I was, I mean, I'm still not thrilled, but at least that's something. I let a month go by without hearing a word. And then I call the guy. I'm like, hey, I hadn't seen anything changed in my paycheck. And the guy says, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? Buddy, you promised me a raise a month ago. You don't remember that? Did I enter a wormhole? Was I transported to another dimension? What do you mean? What do you don't know what I'm talking about? All right. So then, because look, I'm not someone to sugarcoat shit. He was like, oh yeah. Right. I'm gonna set up a meeting. We're gonna get this sorted out. This guy's like 2 levels above me, by the way. So the guy who I directly report to, he brings in and doesn't tell him anything about the situation. So this guy's coming in, has no idea about it. And for the second time, this guy acted like we had never talked before. All right. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. Fuck this. I also went out of my way for my team. I was like, look, this is a bunch of bullshit. What we're doing is unacceptable. And then, that was all she wrote as far as my good graces with any of them. Did you quit on the spot? No, that's retarded. I would never do that. I would never quit on the spot. I've got to pay child support. Got to pay my rent and child support. No, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, because there was a huge squeeze in the market, in the job market. We all experienced it. I'm sure you've looked. It's been tough, right? And for almost a year, I had to sit on that. And I had to show up to a job that I hated. I mean, I was not doing well mentally at all. And there was nothing I felt trapped. There was nothing I could do. And then finally I was able to find something else. The other thing that you never do is you never even hint you're looking. The first that they know that you're unhappy beyond that should be you putting your notice in. And that's exactly what I did. Worked out my notice, which I came to find out, they were not even, they were questioning whether to even let me do. Never tell anyone what you're doing. They will fuck. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, I've seen people do that. You probably heard me talk on the other channel about it. That's why you never, ever accept a counteroffer. The minute you accept a counteroffer, that's all she wrote for you at that company. They will never forget you were going to walk out on them. I've seen it a few different times. In fact, I saw it with the guy that fucked me there. He did that. Yeah, and you never quit a job on the spot. And honestly, beyond a certain point, you don't even vocalize how you're feeling. You just say, okay, am I okay with this situation never changing? Because I can't change it. I have no power. I have no power to change it. If you're not okay with it the way it is, then you got to go somewhere else. The days of people working at some company for 50 years and retiring are gone. Gone. And a lot of people look at it like, oh, that's because people job hop. No, that's because they'll fire your ass or lay your ass off to make an earnings call that quarter. That's why. There's this idea that there's any loyalty between the employer and the employee is stupid. I mean, I think that even providing a 2-week notice should go away. Because they don't give you notice to fire you. Oh, shit. Like I said, these people at this previous company, now this happened after I left, 0 notice they were getting laid off. Just say, hey, we need to call you. Okay, we need to call you into a Teams meeting real quick. As soon as you're called into a Teams meeting and you see someone in HR's on it, 100% you're about to be laid off or fired. 100%. The minute you're called into a Teams meeting with people you don't recognize, you're about to get fired. All right, we're going to cut off your access here. We're going to need your badges. And you're gone. Shit. I'm just trying to talk to people about how fucked the world is. Can you let me do that? Oh, shit. We've been fucking around. I realize I haven't even died but once, and that was the one I was supposed to take. That thing about projects, I learned the hard way. That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, no, I've done I've tracked every hour. This doesn't matter. Like, I know how to do math. Maybe y'all don't. Oh, yeah, we had to dump some more overhead on this project. Well, when were you going to tell me? I'm telling you now. Okay, don't ever fucking do that to me again. And, like, that's when I had to learn, like, because I've been ready, like, and I'm nothing special. Like, I'm not some tough guy, okay? But I was ready to beat the fuck out of some people and just burn my life to the ground right there. I was like, fuck this. I thought it for a second. Like, I'm just going to go in there and start throwing bows until I hit the ground or they do. Damn it. We took a death. We took another death. That's probably a good place to end it anyway. But yeah. And then I was like, well, then like it's almost like I played that fantasy out in my head of just beating the fuck out of all these people. And then I kind of had like post-nut clarity, like right after you jack off. And I was like, oh, wait, why would you punish your daughter? Because these people wronged you, and then you're going to end up punishing your own kid so that you can possibly, this is assuming you don't get your own ass kicked, by the way, which is highly possible. But assuming you don't get your own ass kicked for like 15 seconds of just feeling like a god, what are you doing? So yeah. So I keep my mouth shut these days. I keep my head forward. And I do what I'm told. I don't question things. I have no suggestions. I have no opinions anymore. Yeah, we all want to do it. All right, I'm going to get to bed. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll do these every so often, maybe every other night or something. And maybe we can get, my goal would be to get all the way to Orphan of Cause, which is probably one of the hardest bosses I've ever fought. Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, the other thing that comes with getting older and jaded is fear. A lot of fear creeps in that the older you get, the less time you have to correct whatever you fucked up in your life. You know? So, all right, you guys have a good night.